Officer accused of human rights crimes in Argentina found living in Berlin, Germany. Well, how the turntables. Banned for being pro-communist, banned for being anti-communist, 1984 George Orwell. The Australian Prime Minister who disappeared while swimming, seeing a swimming pool named after him. Germany builds the Bismarck, the Royal Navy. I certainly hope you got a license for that battleship. To survive in the wild you need a reliable source of water. What's it like not having a coastline anymore? Slurp. What you got there? Level 7 nuclear accident, a smoothie. Picture of Christmas or something, I don't know, I am Jewish. Church in 1160, instead of hell you'll go to purgatory for minor sins for some time. Guy who died in 1159 after stealing a loaf of bread. Samuel Colt, no. You can't develop a revolver at the same time and independently of mine. Jonas Offerl, haha, holy revolver, go bang bang. Edgy American teen who thinks Eastern Europe misses the Soviet Union. Ukrainian guy who watched his family starve to death. American government after World War II, Nazi military, FU, Nazi politicians, FU, Nazi scientists, you're cool. Grimm's fairy tales, Disney's fairy tales. Socialist ideals, Soviet Union. 1910s to 1960s, Irish gangs, Italian gangs, U.S. police. Jared, I'm leaving you for another man, but baby, what's he got that I don't? 11,000 cavalry, 50,000 infantry, 6,000 artillery and 48,000 Prussian reinforcements, oh. When Kazakhstan becomes the Soviet Union's last remaining republic, well, I guess I am in charge now. What's your sign? I'm a Leo. F off, I don't believe in that made-up nonsense. So true. What if you wanted to go to heaven, but the Pope said, that'll be $5.99. I have magical hair, I have ice magic, I have a 5-digit body count. I have Alsace-Lorraine. Northern Irish people after seeing Finns create the Molotov cocktail, that's very good. May I use that? Poland in the middle. SpaceX discovers spices and gold on Mars, Portuguese. Ooh, it smells like communism here. Petition to demolish Mount Rushmore and build an Avatar-style hall of statues for past presidents. Redditors, communist countries have organized a lot of genocides. No, Americans killed Native Americans, that was genocide too. Historians, the shit that one country did doesn't justify the shit another country did, okay? Killing over 15 million sparrows, resulting in massive locust plagues and famine. Then getting memed about it 60 years later. Killing over 3 billion passenger pigeons, nearly 1/3 of North American bird population, resulting in species extinction. Then getting forgotten 100 years later. Swiss neutrality, if I stay still no one will notice me, those planes were in my airspace. You won't get the pilots back till the war is over. Americans throwing tea in the harbor, a tiny island across the sea regulating the price of tea. When you're trying to dig a tunnel under the French trenches, and you accidentally break into the tunnel the French are trying to dig under your trenches, bonjour, guten Tag. World War I Germans trying to explain why shotguns are inhumane, Brits choking and chemical burning to death on mustard gas. Migraine, hypertension, stress, French Revolution. Can't believe the Germans and Russians genocided and oppressed people like that. The Axis powers after World War II, Japan, Germany, Italy. I prefer the real blitzkrieg, I said the real blitzkrieg, perfection. The perfect Aryan look preached by the government, Nazi leaders. Stalin making fun of Churchill, FDR making fun of Churchill, Churchill. The greatest communist danger in Eastern Asia has been solved. There is still some more. What do you mean? When you were trying to DJ but everyone keeps requesting their favorite songs. Everybody gangsta, till the 350 kilogram control rods and fuel channel caps start jumping up and down. The French, whenever they are annoyed of their government, blood alone moves the wheel of history. German officers telling their troops that Hitler has ordered yet another counterattack against the Allied forces. Condemning slavery, owning slaves, Thomas Jefferson. Types of headaches, migraine, hypertension, stress, being stuck between Germany and Russia. People, all Asians look the same, Russian presidents for the last 20 years. At last. The sword of truth. Sword of truth. Give me your wisdom. Einstein didn't fail high school math, you're just dumb. Destination? Helsinki. Occupation? No, just visiting. Giving almost 40% of my income to the US government in taxes when they can print as much money as they want is a bit insulting. Germany 1929. When you breastfed and raised the founders of Rome, only to be ditched for an eagle as the symbol of Rome. Sad wolf noises. Map of all countries who have had a president get stuck in a effing bathtub. Countries where the president's last name was Banana. Map of all countries whose prime minister's last words after being shot were "Oh, I've been murdered." Map of all countries where the president did coke before going live on Argentine television. Map of all the countries where the president went for a swim and literally disappeared and none of the citizens gave a shit. Map of all countries where the people ate the head of state. Map of all the countries where the prime minister shat themselves in a McDonald's. Map of all countries where the prime minister used a crystal ball to commune with Leonardo da Vinci, FDR and several of his dead dogs. Map of all the countries where the PM lost vote because some guy got stuck in a toilet. Map of all the countries where the president died of oral sex. Map of all countries where the prime minister effed a pig. Countries in which the Queen is a World War II truck driver and mechanic. Map of all countries where the samurai all instantly died because before battle they fully had to introduce themselves. Map of all countries where the president was shot in the chest and proceeded to give an 84-minute speech before receiving medical attention. Map of countries where the prime minister called a snap election while drunk and then lost said election. Map of all the countries where you were allowed to hit Swedes with a stick if they crossed the ice. Map of all countries where the dead prime minister was summoned by a medium in order to decide whether or not to invade Greenland. Map of all countries where the prime minister would welcome the press to his family farm where he went around in only his underwear. Map of all countries where the president vomited on the prime minister of Japan. Countries whose citizens think this format is overused.